So, hey YouTube. I'm doing this video standing up because Tommy suggested, since I've never done a video standing up, to do one standing up. So, here we go. I don't really see the point, but you can only see like half of me, but whatever, right? And so I'm doing an 8-month on T update on my T changes and stuff. And this month I definitely did notice some, not drastic changes, but something that they noticeable, changes, such as, like I mentioned in the other video, I had a pretty deep, not pretty deep, but like a good, decent drop in my voice one more time. It dropped again, and I'm surprised that it dropped again because I wasn't expecting to go past what I already achieved. My voice hadn't been squeaking or cracking for a good couple of months, so I thought it was pretty much settling out, but I guess I was wrong. So, T changes, I guess, the voice deepening, and I noticed something that I hadn't noticed before, is that my chest area and my shoulder area have broadened in the last month. Like, they've gotten really wide, and like I've had to, I need to buy some new dress-up shirts for work because they don't fit around my neck anymore. Like, they can't button around my neck. My neck is too thick, and it doesn't fit around my back area, and my shoulder area it's too tight, so it won't button up. Which is surprising. I didn't expect to notice anything really after a good 6 months on T, but other than stupid stuff like facial hair and things like that. But talking about that though, my facial hair is coming in a lot faster. It's not as prominent as Tommy's. I mean, I could go up to the camera thing and see if you could see some of it. So let's see. I don't know if you can. I don't think so. Not with the quality of this camera, but you could see it on my cell phone. Well, anyways, if you go to my Facebook or whatever, I have pictures and you can see the facial hair and the picture. So you can go check that out. And the link is in my page, whatever. So knock yourself out if you want to see that. So getting on to alright, I still have time. Sorry about that, guys. So getting on to my visit from yesterday from Tommy, that was refreshing. I hadn't hung out with him in a long time. At least, when it came to tea and stuff, we would hang out for other reasons, but we wouldn't really discuss our transitions. But yesterday we spent, a good few hours talking about, our transition, whatever, what we noticed and what we haven't, and all that stuff, and we just compared. And it was, amazing, because to be honest with you, when you think about it, he's the only person that I know currently in this country that's my gender. Because in my eyes, I never really felt female, but I'm not a bio male, and neither is he. So he's, my gender, and he gets it. And the great thing was that we gotten really comfortable around each other, and we even showed each other, our chest and stuff, because that we're pre-op. And showing him how my shoulders had broadened and my chest had broadened out as well, and how I'm starting to really see the muscles under the breast tissue, and I could even move it up and down. I could do that pec dance or whatever. If I wasn't binded, I could do it. But yeah, I could do the pec dance thing, and yeah, stuff like that, stupid things like that. And I had a lot more to say before I started this video. I actually done this video on my cell phone first, but then I didn't like the quality, and I said, why don't I just do a video standing up for Tommy's sake? So what else have I noticed this month? Nothing else really. Just what really was is just the voice drop, which I thought came about because, like I told you, around 5-6 months on T, I got an irregular period, and it started a 2-3 month endeavor of trying to figure out what was wrong with me and my hormone levels and whatever. Ended up going to my gynecologist for a good while, repeatedly over the same month, a good 3, 4, 5 times, which is quite a bit to be going to any type of doctor, in my opinion, for whatever reason. And She, at first, when we did all the testing and everything came out normal, like the pap smear and all that stuff. But, and I did an ultrasound and everything seemed to be fine, and all that stuff. But my levels were really, like my estrogen levels were really high for some reason. And she decided to change my dose and how frequently, I inject. So she changed it to, instead of 250 milligrams every 15 days, she changed it to 200 milligrams every 10 days. So I started on that regimen, and by the way, I was injecting in my leg. I was using my legs, and I still didn't see any results. I still felt really weak. I even felt like my voice was getting higher, and I'm not even sure if that's mental or something, but I still felt like my voice was getting a bit higher, and like my facial hair was coming in really light and slowly, which was weird because by that time my facial hair started coming more consistently and darker, and stuff like that would giving me warning signs. So I went back and I told her, I don't feel right on this dose and whatever, and lo and behold, after we talked about it, she said, let's give it another 2 weeks and see what happens. And then about a week later, I got another period, and this was like a full-blown 6-day period, which practically that killed my ego, and it felt horrible. Just the whole process of menstruating is very unpleasant, body-wise as well as mentally, for any trans guy or human being that is, who doesn't identify as a female. And so after that, she decided, all right, so let's put you back to your old dose. So we went back to 250 every 15 days. And I decided to change the location of where I'm injecting, and I started injecting on my butt area. Because I'd seen some video about some guy who was injecting in their leg, but I guess they weren't getting into the right tissue and it wasn't metabolizing it. So I figured maybe that was the reason why my estrogen levels were still peaking and my T levels were just dropping. So I went ahead and started injecting in my butt area, and about a week later, I felt the difference immediately, and I felt stronger. I had more energy. My appetite increased again, and my acne started, during that time that my estrogen levels were high, my acne actually started going away and clearing up. And then once my T levels started going back up, acne started to flare back a little bit, but it's not as bad as it used to be before. About 5 months into 4 or 5 months, around 2 and 4 months into, I had really bad acne. But now it's not as bad as it used to be. And more I'm dealing with, like I said before, razor burn, because I have to shave every day because I grow a lot of scruff on my neck. It's a lot darker than the little scruff that I grow on my chin and on my upper lip. But these are real I don't know, so stupid, man hairs that grow on my neck and on the sides of my face. But I have this notorious bald spot that my dad has around this area of his face. I'll grow patchy hair here, there, and here, but right here, these patchy areas right here, I'll just get random hairs springing up. So I have to shave every day to avoid that from happening. And razor burn sucks, so I'm thinking about just buying a razor, an electric razor machine or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, after I started injecting my butt area, my levels started to go back up. I got my levels checked 2-3 weeks ago, and everything seems to be fine. And then that's when all of these changes started to happen. It's almost like when I started T all over again, and it just, my back just automatically exploded, stretched out, my chest, my Adam's apple was getting really big, and my voice dropped again. So I don't know if it was because of that or it's just my voice is meant to be deeper than it already is. But hey, I'm glad with what I got. So thanks for listening, guys. I'm gonna cut this short, and that's my 8-month on T update. I'm probably going to do another video soon. I'm actually really hoping to get a video of me self-injecting my T-shot, because now that I have my laptop, I have somewhere to actually rest the camera while I go ahead and do it. So keep your eyes peeled out for that, guys. Peace.